Margot Robbie's story resembles a modern fairy tale about Cinderella. However, the road to fame and prosperous life turned out to be thorny, and the good fairy became Margot herself thanks to her fantastic efficiency. Childhood and youth. The actress was born July 2, 1990 in Australia. Her parents lived in a resort town, popular with foreign tourists, and Margot herself spent her childhood in the province on her grandmother's farm. Her father, who was also a farmer, left his wife with 4 children. Margot has a sister Anne, brothers Lachlan and Cameron. The latter, by the way, is a model and aspiring actor who works with MTV. Robbie has never forgiven her father for the betrayal, and after Mike left she stopped keeping in touch with him. Her mother had to work hard. Sari Kessler, a physiotherapist, her work is connected with handicapped children and elderly patients. Margot grew up curious and ambitious, tried to take the most out of life, went to the studio theater, doing dance, water rowing. Surfing became a real passion. At the end of the school year, Robbie traditionally went to a farm to her grandmother. At the age of 10, skillfully chopped wood and milked cows. After high school, the girl went to college and got 3 jobs at once. Margot wanted to make her mother's life a little easier. She worked as a waitress in a bar, cleaned hotel rooms, and sold souvenirs and drinks at a beach stall. After saving up some money, she went to acting classes in Melbourne, combined her studies with work and attending auditions. The beginning of the creative journey. At the start of an acting career, Robbie managed without an agent. About the news in the world of cinema learned from ads or fellow students. Sometimes the casting was successful, but the role was so small that the girl's name was not mentioned in the credits. Nevertheless, director Osh Aaron, who shot the thriller I See You, noticed the countrywoman and offered to play in the foreground in the company of James Dean and Christian Redford. Then Margot came to the casting of the popular Australian series Neighbours, and after the trial, confident in failure, she flew to Canada for a vacation. A vacation was interrupted by the news that she was approved for the role of Donna Friedman. For almost 3 years, Robbie starred in a sitcom, spending 18 hours on the set 5 days a week. For playing Neighbours, the aspiring actress won 2 awards at once. Moving to the United States. In January 2011, filming ended and Robbie decided she was ready to become a Hollywood star. The girl went to America, where an icy reception awaited her. Margot auditioned from morning till night, but in vain. Finally, the proposal to become a stewardess in the TV drama Pan Am about the life of the airline of the same name was heard. True, the first season turned out to be a failure, so the project was closed. But it is this role that Robbie herself considers the start in Hollywood. Directors noticed the pretty blonde. Already in 2012, the actress starred in a fantastic drama about time. And, finally, the brightest event in Margot's biography, The Wolf of Wall Street, a 5-time Oscar nominee and Best Picture of the Year by the American Film Institute. Robbie was to play the wife of Leonardo DiCaprio's character, a cunning stockbroker. Leo improvised a lot on the set, but Margot was not lost. When a partner asked him to kiss her, she rolled a resounding slap. This was not in the script. A resourcefulness actress conquered the director. Martin Scorsese had no doubt that he had found the one who was looking. After The Wolf of Wall Street, Robbie woke up famous. A photo of the actress appeared on the covers of fashion magazines. Directors vied with each other, offering to participate in new projects. Margot has a seductive figure. She does not think it's shameful to appear in a swimsuit, lingerie, or even without anything. It's just a facet of the profession. In addition to The Wolf of Wall Street, candid shots of Robbie abound in the films Z for Zachariah, Focus, Suite Française. The theme of sex as a natural side of life is devoted to the teen comedy Sex Education with Gillian Anderson and Ace Butterfield. The victim of bullying in the picture was played by Emma McKay, who has been dubbed the second Robbie for her incredible resemblance. Emma hates this fact. She thinks that she should evaluate the actor's work, not her looks. But Jamie Presley, star of the sitcom My Name is Earl, is amused by the presence of a double in the person of Margot. At the peak of his career, in 2016, Robbie appeared as Joker's girlfriend Harley Quinn in the blockbuster Suicide Squad, which grossed $750 million at the box office. Will Smith, Jai Courtney, Cara Delevingne, and Jared Leto also played in the DC Extended Universe supervillain movie. The film won one Oscar. At the same time with the participation of the actress on the screens was released adventure film The Legend of Tarzan. Margot sang the role of Jane Porter, wife of the main character, Tarzan. The spectacular movie was highly praised by critics and grossed $350 million at the box office. No less interesting for the filmography of the actress was the image of Elizabeth I in the drama Mary Queen of Scots. Before each shooting, Robbie put on a complicated makeup, which has turned the beautiful blonde beauty in a woman with sparse red hair with a face disfigured by smallpox. Margot was not embarrassed by the change in appearance, because it is a chance to break the stereotype that the pretty girl is good only for brutal men's girlfriends. In the role of Mary Stuart appeared Saoirse Ronan. As if wishing to diversify the role of a model beauty, Margot turned into a monster from the sketch show Librarian. In the frames of the picture, released in 2019, she gets rid of her wig and dentures in front of astonished visitors to the library. A part of the audience admitted that they experienced disgust. Appreciated the joke dentists, they say. A great advertisement for removable dentures, which so change a person. Margot is not only a popular actress, but also a producer. In 2009, she first participated in the production of the thriller I See You. In 2017, she released the black comedy I, Tonya about the cruel world of figure skating. The picture received 3 Golden Globe nominations. Robbie received Oscar and BAFTA nominations, Critics' Choice Movie Awards, and inclusion among the world's most influential people. Along with her husband, Margot co-produced the action-adventure film Dreamland. She also played the lead role of a bank robber. According to the plot, Travis Fimmel's character is luckier than the police in the search for the criminal. But, having met the newcomer Bonnie Parker, the young man realizes that the situation looks different than it is presented by the authorities. In February 2020, the biographical drama Bombshell was released, starring Margot in the company of famous compatriot Nicole Kidman and South African-born Charlize Theron. The film is based on the events, including the beginning of the anti-harassment movement. In preparation for her role, Robbie set up a secret Twitter account to monitor the profiles of female far-right supporters. Shooting in this picture coincided with the work on the tape Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and a superhero action film Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. In the former, Robbie reincarnated as Sharon Tate, Roman Polanski's wife who becomes a victim of Charles Manson's gang. This case is part of the backdrop against which the relationship between DiCaprio and Brad Pitt's characters unfolds. Director Quentin Tarantino has resorted to his favorite trick of his projects. He showed Margot's legs close-up for 1.5 minutes. The movie is full of references to its popular predecessors. Critics have noticed that scenes from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, The Graduate, Scarface are used. Harley Quinn Birds of Prey is the sequel to Suicide Squad. It premiered in early 2020, and then Margot, in the company of Ewan McGregor, the lead villain, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead, did a promotional tour. A poster of Robbie in makeup struck Tom Cruise, of which the Mission Impossible star did not fail to report on social media. The actress approached the creation of her image with all seriousness. First of all, she was faced with the task to build muscle mass. Despite the standard parameters of the figure, in the first parts of the film the performer could not boast of a trained body. Under the guidance of Hollywood coach Andy Hecker, Margot had to spend an hour a day in the gym and do jogging. The result was immediate, which was noted by critics and the audience. In the end of the year, it became known that Margot applied for the role in the movie Babylon, directed by Damien Chazelle, the creator of La La Land. Initially, talks were held with Emma Stone, but she refused to participate in the project because of a conflict in schedules. Well, the pandemic interfered with the crew's plans, so work on the film was suspended. Personal life. Margot has a busy personal life. At first, the girl met with Matthew Thompson, whom she knew since high school. After the breakup, the young men remained friends. Then there were short-term romances with a college student and art director Aitken. There was even talk that Robbie was having an affair with Leonardo DiCaprio. The actress met her husband, assistant director Tom Ackerley, on the set of the drama Suite Française. In December 2016, the lovers got married. The wedding took place in the circle of close friends and relatives. The performer dedicated a post on Instagram to the solemn event. Since then, the spouses parted for a maximum of 3 weeks, if not together every day talking on the phone. There are no children in the family yet. Margot says she's not ready yet, supposedly can't cope with 2 dogs, and here's such a serious step. In her youth, Robbie underwent liposuction and rhinoplasty. That's what fans say, comparing photos of Robbie from her early movie days with photos taken after the actress became a star. Before plastic surgery, the celebrity had a wide nose and puffy cheeks, lips, perhaps bright, and without makeup, a gift of nature. And fixing teeth and regular visits to a cosmetologist is an axiom for public people, a must. Margot Robbie now. And now the actress continues to cooperate with the creators of the Suicide Squad franchise. On the eve of the premiere of the next part of the Suicide Squad, she appeared in the studio of Jimmy Kimmel TV project. In joking form, the actress responded to the question fans are interested in. What happened to the rat? Which in the first shoots gave her Jared Leto. And the animal nicknamed Rat Rat has changed a few masters. First, he lived at home with Margot, then visited Jai Courtney, the movie's costume mistress, and eventually ended up at the home of Guillermo del Toro's children. In addition, American director James Gunn announced his desire to make a solo picture about Harley Quinn. From the very beginning of cooperation, the director admired the talent of Margot, so the choice of the performer of the main role in the new project was obvious.